Across the Great Steppe, two armies numbering over 4,000 men combined face off. At the head of the larger army is Denjar of Tulari, a powerful yet untested general and chief of the Tulari tribe. Opposing him is a force he outnumbers by over 700 men, led by his rival, Olin, chief of the Orsvak. Olin, whose wife he had caused the death of just a year before, leads a force of only 1,800 men. His fewer soldiers, however, hold a significant advantage in armament and experience, though the untested chief Denjar disregards this, previous minor victories bolstering his confidence. Confident in his superiority, Denjar sends an envoy, Luper of Tulari, to Olin's camp. Luper, a young and boisterous noble, takes the same view of his chief and demands Olin's surrender, insulting him all the while and promising him torture and death. Olin has his tongue ripped out and sent to his rival in a box, sending Luper to be sold into slavery. Denjar, enraged by this blunt act of defiance, orders his son, Umar, currently positioned at the front of the Tulari army, to lead them forward in a skirmishing maneuver. The lightly armed ranks of Tulari pours forward to the sound of beating war drums. Answering them from across the field, the small skirmishing force of Olin moves forward, flanked by light cavalry led by Olin's son, Osvin. The two skirmishing forces exchange assorted missiles for a moment, before the brave and overconfident Umar orders his light infantry to charge. Osvin makes the prudent decision to retreat his own light infantry, using his large cavalry force as a screen. Umar, following century-old rituals, does not press his advantage, being content with showering the Orvask line with missiles before retreating. This short engagement ends with minimal casualties for both sides. With his confidence bolstered even further, Denjar sends out another envoy to Olin, Pater of Tulari. Pater is a far older and wiser man. Unlike his predecessor, he does not insult Olin, nor does he threaten him with death. He provides far more equal peace terms, which Olin refuses, replying, "So many men you have, such few warriors." Olin, an incredibly experienced commander, has the advantage, and he knows it. His front line is made up of ranks of battle-tested medium infantry, armed with long spears and large, round shields. He knows that the inferior experience and arms of the Tulari forces means they will be unable to match his infantry, and that his cavalry corps, unlike his infantry, is barely outnumbered. Upon reading Olin's reply to his father, Umar is incensed. He rides out on the field of battle, on a stout Tulari steed, wielding a massive axe. Osvin responds to this challenge quickly, riding out himself on a small but nimble horse. The two engage in ritual jousting, riding at each other quickly and stabbing at the other for a few minutes before Umar is knocked from his horse. The clash continues, neither side able to overcome the other. That is, until Umar falters. An off-balance swing at Osvin's horse opens a clear path of attack to his side, which Osvin quickly takes, stabbing into Umar. Falling to his knees, Umar seems defeated, and Osvin rides out to finish the duel. But Umar is not defeated yet. With one last burst of energy, he catches Osvin's outstretched sword, which is axe, wrenching Osvin off his horse and sending him careening to the ground. Umar revels for a second in success, before promptly keeling over and dying of blood loss. Osvin struggles to his feet, calling out to his horse, and rides back to his father's line, bruised but alive. Learning of his son's death, Denjar is enraged. He orders an immediate attack on Olin's position. Tides of Tulari infantry surge forward to the sound of the drums. Tulari warriors let out ritual war cries and paint themselves with fallen soldiers' blood. Meanwhile, Olin's shield wall remains steadfast and silent. The Tulari light infantry crashes into the Orvaski medium infantry. For a few moments, the line is in chaos. Tulare warriors slip through or jump over Orvaski shields, stabbing at anything that moves. But after a moment, it passes. The shields become orderly and interlocked. Spears dart through them, impaling in some places multiple Tulare at once. Tulare light cavalry, instructed to flank the Orvaski line, become separated. Lacking centralized command, almost all the light cavalry retreats. The remaining units, under the command of especially brave warland leaders, set to their mission, but are impeded by light infantry led by Olin himself. Then comes the hammer. Osven, in command of 800 light cavalrymen, sweeps around the flank of the light infantry line. His cavalry slams into the backs of the embattled Tulare infantry, and the slaughter begins. Surveying the battle from a distance, Benjar displays his lack of experience by withdrawing, along with his heavy infantry, choosing to leave his men to the slaughter rather than risk his own life. After a few minutes of fighting, the battle is over. Scattered bands of Tulare infantry and cavalry break en route. In the center line, Tulare bodies are piled high enough to provide a measure of defense to any standing behind them. But it isn't enough. Olin orders his son to take the cavalry and pursue. By the end of the day, over 1,300 Tulare lay dead or dying. Meanwhile, the Orvask lose only 370 men, each and every one of which receive a burial with full honors. Benjar has managed to escape the carnage, his heavy infantry guard fighting off pursuing cavalry, but it matters little. Hey, before you leave, I've got a fun fact for you. This battle, the battle this video portrays, wasn't a product of random outcomes in world building. In fact, it was the beta test for a war system I've designed for a nation roleplay Discord server I'm setting up. If you want to have the chance to participate in battles like this and make history, click on the Discord link in the description. Thanks for watching. Bye.